What you tell yourself every day shapes who you become. The power of your words is undeniable. Each thought, each affirmation is a building block of your reality. So, what are you saying to yourself right now? These aren't just words. They are tools to help you take control of your mind, build mental strength, and develop a mindset that fuels personal growth. By repeating these daily, you're actively rewiring your brain to overcome obstacles, stop self-doubt, and make decisions that lead you closer to the life you've always wanted. Focus on what matters, and the rest will follow. You have the power to shift your reality by shifting your thoughts. Stop making excuses and start taking responsibility. Your potential is limitless, but only if you believe in it. You are capable, and it's time you act like it. Every day is an opportunity to improve, no matter how small the step. Move forward with confidence, and never let others' opinions dictate your path. Lead by example, build your own reality, and most importantly, live in the now. This is your life, and you're in charge. If you're ready to create lasting change like this video, subscribe for more content like this, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Let's start this journey together and transform our minds for success. Don't wait. Take action today. 1. What I focus on grows. The way we view the world shapes the reality we live in. It's that simple. Every day, you have the power to decide what your mind focuses on, and that focus will determine the course of your life. Think of it like a garden. What you choose to plant in your mind is what will grow. If you're focused on negativity, fear, and obstacles, then that's what you'll see every day. But when you shift your focus to solutions, opportunities, and growth, your life transforms right before your eyes. This isn't some abstract concept. It's a practical tool that can change your life. When you wake up, the first thoughts in your mind should be deliberate ones. Ask yourself, what do I want to focus on today? What do I want to grow? You could focus on challenges that seem impossible, or you could focus on how to overcome them. The choice is yours, and it matters more than you realize. Think about someone you admire. The difference between them and someone who feels stuck isn't necessarily their circumstances. It's what they choose to focus on each day. Successful people have mastered this principle. They focus on what they want to achieve, not on what's wrong or what might go wrong. Now let's bring it into your life. Maybe you're facing a big project at work or struggling with personal goals. It's easy to get lost in the overwhelming nature of it all. But instead of thinking about how difficult it is, focus on the solution. Think about one small step you can take today to move forward. If you keep your eyes on the opportunities and the growth ahead, the obstacles will become just that. Something to overcome, not something that stops you. Here's a practical example. Let's say you've been feeling stuck in a job you don't enjoy. Instead of waking up every day dreading the same routine, focus on what you can do to improve your situation. Could you start learning a new skill? Could you network with someone in a different field? Focus on those small steps, and you'll find that your mindset shifts. Slowly, you're no longer stuck. You're growing. When you decide to focus on growth, your life starts to reflect it. Opportunities start appearing where you once saw walls. So today, as you wake up, ask yourself, what do I choose to focus on today? Focus on what you want to grow and watch it flourish. You have the power to decide where your energy goes. Take control of that power. It's the first step toward creating the life you've always wanted. 2. I will not make excuses. Every day you have the chance to choose your mindset and your actions. The most powerful choice you can make is to take full responsibility for your life. The reality is simple. We can't control what happens around us, but we can control how we respond. Excuses are like anchors that hold us back from moving forward. They're easy to make and harder to break. But once you decide to stop making excuses, you free yourself to take ownership of your actions and outcomes. Think of excuses as a wall you build around yourself. Each excuse, no matter how small, strengthens that wall, making it harder to break free. When you tell yourself, I will not make excuses, you're smashing down that wall. You're deciding that you will no longer hide behind reasons or blame. Instead, you'll step into the discomfort of responsibility. Let's consider a common scenario. You've been putting off a project at work because you feel overwhelmed. The easier choice is to say, "I'll start tomorrow," or "I'm too busy." These excuses feel comforting for a moment, but they only trap you in the cycle of procrastination. Instead, take a deep breath and remind yourself, "I will not make excuses." It's time to break the cycle. You don't need everything to be perfect. Just start. Maybe you'll write one paragraph, make one phone call, or outline your plan. The act of starting, no matter how small, is what shifts your mindset from excuse-driven to action-oriented. Making this affirmation a daily habit will slowly rewire your brain to see solutions instead of obstacles. It's not about being perfect or having everything figured out right away. It's about taking responsibility for where you are and where you want to go. No more excuses. So the next time you feel tempted to make an excuse, ask yourself, what can I do right now to move forward, even just a little bit? The moment you decide to take that first step, you're no longer a prisoner of your excuses. You're the creator of your future. Taking responsibility means embracing your power and your potential. And with each day, as you repeat this affirmation, you'll build a life of action, not inaction. 3. I am capable. Every day is a new opportunity, but how you approach it depends on how you view yourself. The truth is simple. You are capable of more than you think. The moment you start believing in your own ability to handle whatever comes your way, that's the moment your reality begins to shift. Self-doubt is a powerful enemy, and the only way to defeat it is to choose to believe in your own strength, even when things feel uncertain. Imagine you're standing at the base of a mountain. The peak seems far, and the path is steep, but the only way to reach the top is to start walking. You may not feel fully prepared, but you have everything within you to take that first step. Every challenge you face is like that mountain, and the key is knowing that you can climb it, no matter how high it seems. Here's a practical example. You've been thinking about starting a new project, or even changing careers, but doubt creeps in. You think, am I good enough? What if I fail? But these thoughts are just distractions. Instead of asking, what if I fail, ask, what if I succeed? The truth is, you are capable of succeeding, not because the journey will be easy, but because you have the tools, the resilience, and the drive to push through. Every small action you take builds that muscle of confidence. When you say to yourself, I am capable, you're telling your brain that no obstacle is too big to overcome. Even if you fall, you will get up and try again. Resilience is your superpower. This isn't about perfection, it's about persistence and growth. You don't have to be the best at everything. You just need to trust that you can learn, adapt, and thrive no matter what life throws at you. Take a moment today to remind yourself, I am capable. Say it with conviction and let that affirmation be the fuel for your actions. When you start to believe in your ability, your life begins to reflect that belief. Confidence is built on consistent action, and every step forward, no matter how small, proves that you can handle whatever comes next. 4. I keep moving. Life is not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about creating that moment through action. The truth is, progress doesn't happen overnight. Success isn't a straight line. It's a series of small steps, each one building on the last. When you say to yourself, I keep moving, you're making a promise to yourself to never give up, no matter how tough things get. Think of it like a river carving its path through the earth. The water doesn't stop because of a rock. It finds a way to flow around it. The same principle applies to your life. Challenges will come, obstacles will appear, but the key is to keep moving forward. It doesn't matter if you move slowly. What matters is that you keep going, one step at a time. For example, imagine you're trying to get in shape. The journey ahead might feel overwhelming. There will be days when you don't feel like working out or when progress seems slow, but instead of letting that stop you, commit to just one small action. A 10-minute walk, stretching, or a quick workout. Each day you make the choice to move. Even in the smallest way, you're strengthening your resolve and making progress toward your goal. The key is consistency. The more you do it, the easier it becomes to keep going. In life, it's easy to get discouraged when things don't go as planned. You might have faced setbacks or failures, but moving forward is the only option. Success isn't about never falling, it's about rising every time you do. When you repeat, "I keep moving" daily, you build the resilience and strength needed to face challenges without quitting. Every small step, no matter how insignificant it seems, is a victory. By committing to keep moving, you're actively choosing growth and refusing to stay stuck. So, the next time you're faced with adversity, remind yourself, "I keep moving." The more you embrace this mentality, the more you'll see progress and create the life you've been working toward. 5. I improve every day. The journey of self-improvement doesn't require an overnight transformation. It's about making consistent, small progress each day. When you tell yourself, "I improve every day," you are planting the seeds for growth, no matter how small or incremental it may seem. Real success doesn't come from big leaps alone. It comes from taking deliberate steps forward, one day at a time. Imagine you're learning a new skill, perhaps a new language, or how to play an instrument. At first, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the challenge. The progress seems slow, and sometimes you wonder if it's even worth it. But improvement doesn't happen all at once. Like building a muscle, it takes constant practice and patience. Each day, you add a little more knowledge, a little more technique, and in time, you begin to see the results. The key is to remain committed to the process, even when it feels hard. By focusing on daily improvement, you're creating momentum that carries you forward. In life, the same principle applies. Maybe you want to be healthier, or perhaps you want to improve your productivity at work. It doesn't matter if you don't see instant results. What matters is that you're taking action every day. Small changes, like drinking more water or setting a daily goal, lead to significant shifts over time. When you affirm, "I improve every day," you're committing to the process of continuous growth, even on days when it feels like progress is slow. The beauty of this affirmation is that it frees you from the need to be perfect. Improvement isn't about being flawless. It's about getting better, no matter how small the steps. Each day you work towards being a little better than yesterday, you're one step closer to becoming the best version of yourself. So, take a moment to reflect on one area in your life that you want to improve. Whether it's your physical health, your mental clarity, or your relationships, remember that each day counts. "I improve every day" is your commitment to continuous growth. Keep moving forward. Keep improving. The results will come, one day at a time. 6. I don't live for others' opinions. In the hustle of daily life, it's easy to get caught up in what others think of you. We all crave validation, but living for other people's approval is like being a puppet controlled by strings that aren't even yours. When you tell yourself, "I don't live for others' opinions," you're cutting those strings, taking back control, and living on your own terms. Think of it like a tree growing in a forest. The tree doesn't worry about the leaves that fall from others' branches. It stands tall, reaching for the sun, focusing on its own growth. Just like that tree, you have to center your energy on what you can control, not the fleeting judgments of those around you. Their opinions don't define you. Your actions do. Every day, you encounter moments where others may try to impose their expectations or judgments upon you. Whether it's a colleague criticizing your ideas or a friend questioning your life choices, it's easy to feel like you need to seek their approval. But the truth is, your life is yours to live. You don't need to explain yourself to anyone. When you stop living for others' opinions, you begin living authentically, acting according to your values, not someone else's. Consider this. At work, you may be pressured to conform to groupthink, to follow trends, or to fit in. But what if you stepped back and said, "I'm going to stick with my vision, even if it's not popular"? By doing so, you maintain your integrity and stand firm in your decisions. The opinions of others may seem loud at times, but they don't have to dictate your reality. By repeating, "I don't live for others' opinions" every day, you affirm your right to live authentically. You free yourself from the mental weight of trying to please everyone, and instead focus on what truly matters. Living in alignment with your own values and goals. As you continue to embrace this mindset, you'll realize how much energy you were wasting on seeking validation, and how much more fulfilling life becomes when you embrace your true self without compromise. 7. I lead by example. Your actions speak louder than words ever could. It's easy to say what we believe in, to tell others what they should do, but true leadership is shown through what we do, not what we say. When you tell yourself, "I lead by example," you're committing to live according to the values you speak about. Leadership isn't about titles or authority. It's about being the person others can look to for guidance, not because you tell them how to live, but because your life reflects the principles you stand for. Imagine a coach on a sports team. The coach can stand on the sidelines shouting instructions, but if they aren't putting in the work themselves, practicing, showing up early, demonstrating discipline, the players won't follow. A true leader leads by showing up and putting in the effort, regardless of how others are acting. The same applies to your daily life. When you model the behavior you expect from others, you become the standard. In your work life, this could mean showing up with dedication, even when the work isn't glamorous. It might look like treating your colleagues with respect, even when no one is watching. In your personal life, leading by example might mean living with integrity, making decisions based on what's right, not what's easy. It's not about being perfect, but about being consistent in your values. Take a moment and think about the people you admire most. What sets them apart isn't just their words, it's the way they live. They've chosen to live their values out loud. You can do the same. By telling yourself, "I lead by example," you commit to being the change you wish to see. Your actions will inspire those around you, and you'll begin to see your influence grow, not because of what you've said, but because of how you've lived. This is the power of leading by example. You become a beacon of integrity and action, guiding not through instructions, but by your authentic, consistent behavior. And the best part? You begin to lead yourself too, creating a life of purpose, confidence, and alignment with your true self. 8. I live now. The present moment is all we truly have. We often waste it worrying about the past or fearing the future. But the key to living a fulfilled life is to focus on now. When you say to yourself, "I live now," you're making a choice to be fully immersed in the present, free from the distractions of what has already happened or what might happen. The moment you stop dwelling on the past and stop overthinking the future, you unlock the power of the present. Imagine you're walking through a beautiful forest. Instead of stopping to admire the trees, you keep looking behind, retracing your steps or worrying about what lies ahead. You miss the beauty around you because you're stuck in a mental loop. The same happens when you don't live in the present. You're distracted by thoughts of what went wrong or what might go wrong. It's in the present where real action and change happen. By saying, "I live now," you affirm that this moment is where your power lies. You can't change what happened yesterday, and you can't control what will happen tomorrow. But what you do in the present can shape your future. Living in the now isn't just about enjoying the present. It's about taking purposeful action and fully engaging in everything you do without hesitation or regret. For instance, when you're working, don't let your mind drift to past mistakes or upcoming deadlines. Focus solely on the task at hand, and you'll find that you can accomplish more with clarity and intention. Similarly, in personal relationships, being fully present means listening without distractions and connecting on a deeper level with others. Remember, the only thing you can control is how you respond in the present moment. Each small action taken today creates the foundation for tomorrow. So, when you affirm, "I live now," you are training yourself to be present, to act with purpose, and to focus on the task at hand. This simple shift in mindset can help you find more joy, productivity, and peace in your life. Embrace the present moment and watch how your life begins to transform. 9. I build my own reality. Life is full of uncertainty, and sometimes it can feel like the world is against you. But the truth is, you are the architect of your own life. The reality you experience is shaped by how you respond to life's challenges, not by the circumstances themselves. When you tell yourself, "I build my own reality," you are claiming ownership of your life, your choices, and your actions. You refuse to be a passive bystander to life's events, instead deciding to actively shape your future. Think of your life like a blank canvas. Every thought, every action is a stroke of paint that fills the canvas with your reality. The brush is in your hand, and you decide what the picture looks like. You have the ability to make changes at any moment, to repaint parts of your life that no longer serve you. By telling yourself, "I build my own reality," you are stepping into your full power. You are no longer a victim of your circumstances, but a creator of your experiences. For example, let's say you are stuck in a job you dislike. You might feel trapped by the situation, but you can still create your reality. Start by focusing on what you can control. Maybe it's taking small steps to improve your skills, networking with people in your field, or even seeking out new opportunities. Each of these actions is a way to take charge of your life and build a reality where you feel fulfilled. This affirmation also applies to your mindset. If you find yourself consumed by negative thoughts or doubts, remind yourself that you can change your thoughts. If you focus on the positive, on your strengths, and on the possibilities before you, your reality will begin to shift. The more you choose to build a mindset of strength and resilience, the more your life will reflect that. Every decision you make, no matter how small, shapes your reality. By choosing to focus on the things you can control, you can transform your life from the inside out. When you repeat, "I build my own reality" each day, you remind yourself that you hold the power. You have the ability to create the life you want, one decision at a time. So start today and begin crafting the future you deserve. 10. I know I can. How often do you doubt yourself? It's natural to face moments of uncertainty, but in those moments, you need to remind yourself, "I know I can." The power of this affirmation lies in its simplicity. It's a declaration of belief in yourself and in your ability to overcome any challenge. When you say, "I know I can," you're not just hoping for success, you're embracing the certainty that you have the strength and ability to achieve what you set out to do. Imagine you're standing at the edge of a cliff, looking down at the path below. The descent looks steep, and your heart races. It's easy to get caught in the fear of the unknown, but the moment you tell yourself, "I know I can," that fear starts to dissolve. You realize that despite the steep climb, you have the ability to take each step with purpose and confidence. It's not about having all the answers. It's about trusting that you can navigate whatever comes your way. In practical terms, this affirmation helps you push through moments of doubt. For instance, if you're facing a difficult project at work, or even considering a career change, it's easy to let fear hold you back. You might wonder if you're good enough, if you're capable of handling the challenges. But "I know I can" is a reminder that your growth comes from facing challenges head-on, not avoiding them. You have everything you need within you to succeed. It's important to remember that confidence is not the absence of fear or doubt. It's the recognition that even in the face of uncertainty, you are capable of moving forward. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a testament to your ability to conquer the obstacles in your path. So today, remind yourself, "I know I can." Let that belief be the fuel that drives your actions. Trust in your ability to navigate life's challenges and watch as your confidence and resilience grow. With this affirmation, you are setting yourself up for success, not because you're perfect, but because you are determined, capable, and willing to keep moving forward. As we've explored today, the power to shape your life lies within your daily thoughts and actions. Each affirmation we discussed is a tool you can use to reclaim control over your mindset, overcome obstacles, and build a life that aligns with your values. By telling yourself each day, "I am capable," "I lead by example," and "I know I can," you're not just repeating words. You are programming your mind for success, resilience, and continuous growth. It's important to remember that change doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent practice, you will see transformation. These affirmations are more than motivational phrases. They are the foundation of a mindset that leads to action and growth. Make them a part of your daily routine and allow them to guide you through challenges and triumphs alike. Take a moment to reflect. How can you apply these affirmations today? What will you start with? By practicing daily, you are actively building a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. I encourage you to share your experiences in the comments below. What affirmation resonates with you the most? How has it shaped your actions? Together, let's inspire each other to live with purpose, strength, and clarity. Keep moving forward, and remember, you are in control of your reality.